Well, at the corner of 16th and Georgetown sits an historic speedway that has been there for over 100 years, has hosted over 100 Indianapolis 500s, and tonight, well, we host the second Indiana Humane Services 250 here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Welcome to the biggest night for the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series. I am the captain, Chris Scala, with you. We'll go out to the track here in just a few minutes, but of course we want to get you all set up, ready to go for the race, which is starting a few minutes later than scheduled. We're going to be going green somewhere around the 8:20 area, 8:15, 8:20. We'll go green here once you get the 2 minutes to grid and stuff. They're actually just starting qualifying right now, and I'm actually going into the room here and that kind of thing. We're going to have a special guest coming up here in just a few minutes. We will talk to her, but first we want to go over a couple things with you on the evening, just to review a couple things. We're going to take a look first at the point standings. Of course, last week was Road America. Hopefully you caught the rebroadcast that happened just a couple days ago on Thursday before the power went out all 2 times that I had to put up with that battle. That was a lot of fun that evening. I'm glad you guys enjoyed tonight, and I laughed when it was all over with, but unfortunately had some power issues. But there's the point standings after the race was all said and done. Of course, a pretty tight battle going on right now. The 2 guys that are in the fight, of course, Cohen Evans, he is the points leader. He's been Mr. Consistency on the field, and he leads these points right now. And just going a little brain dead here for a quick second. Craig Forsyth, he is second right now in the point standings. I believe these are the updated ones. If I'm looking here correctly, it might not be. For some reason, they didn't upload correctly. That's actually not the right points, I don't think. So we'll get those updated here in like 2 seconds. Give me 1 second, literally, and we'll get that up to date. Let me see if that was right. I thought it was right. Anyways, but yeah, that's the points right now. Again, I'll have to check on that. I'm not sure if that's completely accurate or not, but that's what I went off of the Discord page. Of course, the schedule tonight, Indianapolis, Mo Sport next week, Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. We know that otherwise. And, of course, Watkins Glen wrapping it up the weekend before Labor Day. So going to be some great racing coming up as we get ready for tonight's race. 19 viewers already watching us this evening as we get ready for some fun racing on the way. What we have planned, we got a special rendition of Back Home Again in Indiana. You'll enjoy that coming up here in just a few minutes. And we also have a special guest who will be joining us actually right now from the Indiana Humane Services. Ree Johns joins us. Ree is the Marketing and Development Director here of the Indiana Humane Services, who's the proud sponsor of tonight's race. Ree, joining us live here. How are you tonight?
I am fantastic. I'm ready for some racing.
Aren't we all, right? We're ready to go have a good time tonight. Well, you guys at the Indiana Humane Services, for those who might not be in the state of Indiana watching us here all over the globe, talk a little bit about what you guys do.
Yeah, so we are a network of rescues and vet practices, and we help rescues across the state with free spay-neuter surgeries through our vet network. We partner with over 300 rescues throughout the state, and we have 130 vets in our network. And we have 3 main programs that we implement to get different cats and dogs their spay-neuter surgeries. The main one is the Pet Friendly Plate Program, and that is established to provide rescue groups and shelters with free spay-neuter surgery certificates so they can alter pets before adopting them into their forever homes. Our second program is the Community Cat Program, and that goes to 501c3 nonprofit animal welfare organizations that run trap, neuter, return programs. And those are the type of programs that if you have a cat colony or community cats, they go out, they trap them, they take it to one of our pet partner vets, and it is given a surgery, it's given its rabies vaccination and an ear tip so people know that cat has been part of one of these programs. And that's all for free through that program. And our third program is the Spay-Neuter Assistance Program, which is SNAP, and that's for limited income pet owners. So pet owners meeting the eligibility criteria, they just pay $25 per surgery and can go to one of our partner vets to have their pet fixed.
And those are the 3 big things, of course, that you guys have focused on, but so many different things. And for somebody out there that might be, has a child, maybe we'll say a teenage child, or maybe a younger child. It's like, Mom, Dad, I want a dog or I want a cat or something like that. Talk about the importance of what you guys do to help get these, dogs and cats homes.
Right. Well, so our whole mission is to make Indiana a no-kill state. So that's preventing euthanasia of adoptable cats and dogs. So what we want to do is by eliminating the root cause of shelter overpopulation.
Hmm.
That way, we help prevent that euthanasia of adoptable cats and dogs. And it's just so important to promote responsible pet ownership, which that leads directly to having your animal fixed. And by allowing all the rescues and shelters across the state get their animals fixed before they're adopted out, that takes away the burden on having the pet adopter to have to take care of that themselves.
And that, of course, is very important, because, I mean, let's face it, we do have an overpopulation of dogs and cats, and we hate to see these dogs and cats not have a home, because every dog and cat deserves to have a home.
Absolutely. And I mean, 2020 for us, just like everyone else, has brought a lot of unexpected challenges. And one of the main things this year was everything shut down during peak kitten season.
Hmm.
So right now we've been doing many, many extra spay neuter surgeries for those community cats because there was a lot of cats reproducing during those spring months, and now we're kind of playing catch up to take care of that overpopulation problem.
Well, if we want to get some information on how to get a hold of you guys at the Indiana Humane Services, how can we do so?
Yeah. So one of the way that we get most of our funding is through the Pet Friendly Plate program, and that is a customized license plate, and that provides us with funding that we can distribute to all of our rescue and shelter partners. So that website is petfriendlyplate.org, and that is an Indiana specific license plate, but I know your audience isn't just in Indiana, so it's a really good idea to see if your state has a pet friendly license plate because these programs are so important to saving animals' lives.
Well, we appreciate your time. Looks like they're going to advance session here and get to the race, and we got to get to the one important thing before the race, the back home again at Indiana. But we appreciate your time. You guys are very important to us, and especially the LMCgear.com IndyCar series. We appreciate your time, appreciate the sponsorship in the race, and we look forward to helping you guys out as much as possible.
All right. Thank you so much and have a great race.
Absolutely. Appreciate that. That is Ree Johns, the marketing and development director of the Indiana Humane Services. Now they're about to go green here. They're not they're gridding right now. So of course, before we do grid, there is one special thing we have to do, and who better to sing "Back Home Again" in Indiana than, well, the inaugural winner of the Sean Stevens Award. Yes, Mr. Popular Driver himself. Here is Sean Stevens, "Back Home Again" in Indiana.
Back home again in Indiana, and it seems that I can see the gleaming candlelight still shining bright through the sycamores for me. The new mown hay sends all its fragrance from the fields I used to roam. When I dream about the moonlight on the Wabash, how I long for my Indiana home.
Well done, Sean. And that allows us to welcome you formally to the Indiana Humane Services 250 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I am the captain, Chris Scala. Hopefully you enjoyed our pre-race show as we get you ready for 100 laps of racing. The cars are on the grid, and they are starting to roll off here And let's take a look at the starting lineup for the race that you will see here. Rick Ravon has captured the pole, 39.764 seconds. He will start alongside Julian Aldana, about 5/100ths off the pole. Isaac Morris, the winner of the last 3 races, 4 out of the last 5. He'll start third alongside Indiana's Matt Houston. Thomas Gold, he'll start alongside Matthew Casey. Alex Vandersand, he'll start alongside Craig Forsyth there. Robert Sadler, rookie from UKNI, he's making his debut tonight, starting alongside Jim Herrick. Dan Morera, Sean Stevens, he will start there in the 12th position. And the balloons lifting off there on the right side of the screen. I don't know if you're able to see that. But the car is going to be coming off the grid here. I hear one car leaving pit road here. There they are. There's more... There we go. The rest of the grid there, all the way down to the guys with no time. Sean Stevens, Brad Haldane, Gary Godso, Nick Weatherby, Colby Wells, Cohen Evans, all the way back in 17th, your point leader. That's going to be a big story to talk about. Marion McDaniel will start 18th on the field. And here we go. Are we ready? Indianapolis, the second running of the Indiana Humane Services 250 here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Pace car is off. Rick Ravon, Julian Aldana going to lead him to the green. Here we go. Let you enjoy the sounds as Aldana going to go to the lead down the back straightaway into turn 3 for the first time. That draft going to play a big role, especially on these fresh tires. Right off the bat, Ravon getting the draft, going to come back to the high side. Who will lead lap number 1? Give it to Rick. Right off the bat, Aldana going to pull back out there. Everybody else kind of riding nose to tail here. And Julian back to the front. And just like that, Rick said, nope, I'm going to take that lead right on back from you. Things not cooperating on my screen, but hey, we'll work on that. Anyways, Rick Ravon leading this race, and you see the fighting going on back there towards mid-pack. Into turn number 3, look at these guys scattering around. Now, one thing these guys talked about during the race is these cars getting pretty tight out there. So we'll have to keep an eye on that throughout the race here as we come by. Already lap number 4 in the books. This race is going to fly by really quickly. Now, one thing these guys talked about during the race. All right. I see Rihanna's still on the channel here with us. She muted her mic. Okay, so she can listen. Enjoy the broadcast, Ree. She's like, I can hear myself. Look at the battling going up here in the front. Matt Houston back here in the 4th position under attack. That is Thomas Gold there in the 5th position. We're going to put the thing up here on the screen here so you can see who's who. So we ride with Thomas. 209, 210 mile an hour. In this draft, that is just going to go 6 gear. He's in top gear, saving fuel. On board with Jim Herrick now, and this one's for you, Jim. I set this one up for him. There we go. Let's take a look at Jimmy. Oh, he's under attack from somebody here on his inside. Jim just kind of minding his P's and Q's. Jim riding back in the 10th position right now. Got himself a top 10 run so early in this run. Rick is pulled away. He's got about a half second on the lead. The fight is up here. This is battle for third. Isaac Morris up there in the 63. Matt Houston 66 and Thomas Gold in the 4. You see Matt poking his nose, or Thomas poking his nose out there on the inside. Not able to get the run there. Got to let off. These cars are very, very tricky to drive, especially. Oh, one car clipping the wall there. That's Forsyth. He's going to lose a spot because of that, and maybe some more. He got real close to that wall. Forsyth losing a little bit of position here. Nick Weatherby, the New York driver there, running in the 9th position there in front of Jim. He was the one that passed him a few minutes ago. Chris Lewis actually running the race, the head admin. You'll see him with the name admin on the screen. That is Chris, the Carolina driver, running up in the 14th position right now. Oh, okay, so the 21st. I was going to put 21st on the screen, but I didn't realize he was not running, so let me put that back. Up front.
Hey, Chris, I'm going to leave the channel. Thank you so much, and have a great, and enjoy the rest of the race.
Hey, you too, Ree. Appreciate your time, and hope you enjoyed the 10 laps up here, so go enjoy your night.
Absolutely. This is exciting.
All right, Ree Johns there. She was sitting up here in the booth watching the race with me, so we appreciate her joining us here as we've been clean and green so far in the first 10 laps of this Indiana Humane Services 250. Make sure you check out those good people. They are some fun people to talk to and be around, and we love supporting them here in this series. Nose to tail racing all the way back here throughout. The handling of these cars starting to kind of fall off here a little bit. There's Isaac Morris. Right there. We'll ride with him. Isaac running into 3rd position here. Let's let you enjoy a lap around Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And that right there is a very quick lap around the yard of bricks in the greatest spectacle in e-racing. It's something I actually said a few years back when I was doing this broadcast of these races of Indianapolis and stuff like that. And I said, you know what? I'm running with that. The greatest spectacle in e-racing. Because that's what this is a pass for third. Thomas Gold showing his moves a little bit here. He has worked his way up 2 positions. And we got an early pit stop. Marion McDaniel on pit road with heavy nose damage. Oh, no. Marion, not how he wanted to start this race. Not sure if they have resets or not here. We're about to find out real quickly. Oh, yeah, they do. So this is going to be a scheduled stop. Tires and fuel. He gets a brand new car, and there he goes. 8 seconds on the stop. Marion McDaniel pulling away. And, of course, tonight, the first race you guys get to enjoy with the new ticker stuff. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this. I know you guys were a lot of help for me trying to figure out the right one to go with you guys to help the broadcast even be better than it was before. And if you look on the left side, anytime you see a name turn green, that person's making a pass for a position. Anytime you see somebody losing a position, their name will go to red as it falls back. Oh, wow, Craig Forsyth caught the wall again. That 131 is obviously pushing a little bit, especially in that turn 1 area. These tires in the corners, you think these 4 corners on the track are symmetrical. They are 490-degree corners, but they drive so different. Clean and green throughout the race. Let's fall back here. Robert Sadler running back here in the 14th position. He's got Sean Stevens here with him, the 15th place driver. These guys have fallen back a couple spots since the start. The 2 cars on the move. Let's bounce up here to the 9th position. Nick Weatherby started back in the 15th spot. Cohen Evans, the point leader, started 17th. And the Texas driver up there to 10th, looking to join Supertext. AJ Foyt maybe as a potential winner here at Indianapolis. Up here, Alex Van de Sant inside, trying to make a pass on Matthew Casey. Side by side, that's going to be tight. Ooh, Casey, a daring move there. Normally you let the guy go in that kind of situation. Now, Casey said, no, I'm going to fight you through the corner. That should give Forsyth a really good run down the straightaway here. So looking at the pit strategy here on the right side, these guys have all gone 16 laps. They should be able to go close to 30 on a stint before coming to pit. So the window would be open right in the next. Actually, right now the window would be open. So if you pit at lap 20, you can go to lap 50 and then lap 80, and bam, 20 laps to the finish. So the window's open. If you want to make this a backwards race, right on cue. I say that, and here comes Chris Lewis down pit row. He's got trouble. Lewis with heavy nose damage. Let's see if we can find what happened to Chris here. Here's Chris right here. It's going to come the next lap, it looks like, or so. We'll jump on board with him here. Inside the car. Hear him out of the throttle, kind of throttle it a little bit. Oh, he clips the wall there. That's not going to help. Downshifts to 4th. Car getting tight, getting tight, getting tight. Oh, kisses the one. Uh-oh. Very easy to do in what they call that turbulent air, the dirty air. And a tough break for the admin. Unfortunately, well, actually, he'll be able to get a new car, but going to be laps down, I think, when it is all over with. We go back to live. 20 laps, 1/5 into the books already. Rick Ravon has led almost all the laps. Actually, he has led all the laps. There were a couple lead changes, but none officially at the line. And we got a fight here. Let's go back here. This is the 5th, 6th, 7th position. A couple Matts and Alex and Craig Forsyth battling. This is 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Again, if you've just joined us, if you look down at the bottom of the screen, if you see the text move around or something pop up on the screen with pit stops, that driver will go on pit road at that moment. That's what that means. So just be aware of that. Let's go check on my new broadcast partner. You haven't heard him in the booth yet, but he's going to be joining me. It looks like, if everything goes as planned, next week. And that is the 51, Gary Godso. There he is there. He's been kind of riding back. He kind of hinted to me before the race, like, I might kind of hang out back here. But this guy here has some knowledge. He's going to make me look 20 times smarter come next week. And I'm going to have to give him all the credit, because I'm not scared to do that. So speeds of over 220 mile an hour. I saw Alex back there poke out. See people trying to break their draft down the straightaway. Here's Cohen. Cohen Evans outside of Craig Forsyth. Or, I'm sorry, that's not Forsyth. That was Weatherby. Wrong car. But he takes him on the outside. I think Weatherby kind of let him go. Didn't get a chance to show you guys the race info, but here it is for you. 100 laps in the race, 250 miles. There's the weather, 80 degrees. Probably warming up a little bit, 50% humidity. Nice Indiana weather there, partly cloudy, wind blowing at about 5 mile an hour. Track temp, 122 degrees in Indianapolis. Julian Altania had that third place run last week. Running in second here. Trying to run down Ravon, the leader. Now, last time by, Rick was just a little bit faster. He was not the fastest car on the track. The fastest on the track last lap by was Isaac Morris. Now, times have fallen off about 0.8 of a second or so since the start of the race. So, seeing a little bit of tire wear. Got about another 4 to 6 laps. We'll see green flag pit stops, hopefully. Now, there are cautions in the race. I haven't seen one yet. Matter of fact, knock on wood, since I've started broadcasting 4 weeks ago, we have not seen a caution flag. I want to go back here. There's some fighting going on here. I have noticed, if you've been seeing it with me, 15, 16, 17, 18, these guys have been fighting for position. Back here, Joe Fierro. Brad Haldane, Robert Sadler, who has fallen way back 9 spots. He must have had some issues earlier. Leader's going to be catching these guys here very shortly to put them all a lap down. But they have been fighting for position on the track. But the best fight has been these guys right here. Forsyth. He and Casey, Cohen Evans, these guys here. All these guys all within about 3 to 4 seconds of each other. Let's put up the battle box here on the side. You can see who's where and how far they are behind each other. So basically explaining what you're seeing here on the right side. Basically we're focused on Forsyth in 8th right there, the blue and white car. The cars ahead of him are basically Casey, who's 1 second in front, and then 2.5 seconds in front of him is Van de Sant, and then you got the lap car of Lewis in front of him. Then behind him, you got Cohen Evans, who's only about 4 tenths back. Another 10th back to Weatherby, and 3 back to Jim Herrick. So that's how that lines up, basically, where they are currently on the track and how far they are behind or ahead is how this is set up here, this the battle box, we like to call it. And if you're just joining us, you're watching the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway as Forsyth up the track. Cohen Evans gets a big run here, and here comes Weatherby. Forsyth having all types of issues, getting tight. Matter of fact, here comes pit stops. Weatherby going to be the first in. Lap number 28 to start of green flag pit stops. Should be a relatively quick stop. Got to get the speedway gas in there. There he goes, tires and fuel, and he is gone. 8.8 seconds, good stop. He will likely fall a lap down. And that might lead a cast of crew on the pit road here. We'll see how the tire separation is with times. Got to use the access lane all the way back to turn 2 here. Something that actually didn't exist all the way until 1994 when NASCAR came to Indianapolis. They built those warm-up lanes there. All right, leader coming to pit road. Ravon in. I hope I'm saying his name right, guys. I'd feel terrible if I'm not. It's either Ravin or Ravon. And he's not coming alone. Van der Sant's on pit road. Cohen Evans to pit road. Right at lap 30. And we'll focus on the leader for this pit stop. Dan Marrera also on pit. Oh, he overshot his pit stall a little bit. Tires and fuel, 10.3, so a little bit slower stop. And Julian Altania coming to pit road. Hands the lead to Thomas Gold. Altania was about 2.5 back as he came on the pit road when Ravon pitted. And Ravon had a slower pit stop here. If Altania's can go smooth, we might have a battle for the lead coming off pit road here. The difference being the one lap of tires that Ravon was able to run here. Let's see. It's going to be tight. Here's Julian off pit road. Rick has already gone by. So Rick must have had a better entrance on the pit road plus that one lap on the newer tires. Well, here's Thomas Gold. He is the leader. As Colby Wells, haven't mentioned his name. He's on pit road. The 45 will cover his stop. Fans, who are you cheering on this evening? I've seen some Jim Herrick cheering, some Matt Houston. Hello, Emma Frost, Janet Herrick. Appreciate you ladies listening or watching. I think I'm on the radio again. Jennifer Weber, appreciate you watching. Julian apparently is watching and racing. Kind of like talking and texting at the same time. Not cool. Just saying. All right, Thomas Gold on the pit road. Brings Isaac Morris with him. You see where all the shuffling is happening on the left-hand side. Who's running where? You should see Ravon get to the lead once all this is done with. Gold 10.3, a little bit slower for him. Morris 9.9, 10.3, and a 10.3. All those stops there. And that should complete all the pit stops except for one guy, Craig Forsyth, the only car not to come, and here he goes now. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Van de Sant. Happy birthday to Alex. Scott Weatherby watching, cheering on Nick. Hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. I don't know if you ever watched before or done this iRacing thing, but unfortunately it's an addiction for us. I hate to be honest, but I'm going to. It's something we love doing. All right, so Rick Ravon, he is going to be the leader now of this race. He's got 4.5 seconds over Julian Altania. And we'll go through the field here in just a second. Once all the positions update here, we'll show you where everybody's running in this race. All right, so everybody has gone through. So let's pull this up for you and take you through the field. Starting with our leader, Rick Ravon, has led pretty much all the laps outside of the pit strategy, running there some 4.8 seconds ahead of Julian Altania, who runs second. There is Julian in the 31. Makes you want to do it, doesn't it? That's how my dad got into it before he unfortunately passed away a couple years ago. I showed up one day, showed him at the house what I was doing. He's like, what in the world is this? Next thing I know, he's on it. I'm like, uh-oh, what have I done? Thomas Gold running into third position. I know that had nothing to do with how Julian was doing. Thomas started fifth, running third, having a great run so far there. And there's the birthday boy. He's in this pack right here with him. Alex Van de Sant, that inside that red car, at least the sponsorship's right this week. We got that part covered. Samson car doing a great job in third. The guy that has won 3 out of the last 4 races on road courses, Isaac Morris, I should say. He is running in the 5th position, just following Alex along there. And all the way from the 17th starting position, Cohen Evans started 17th, running 6th in this race. Running 7th, the 81, Nick Weatherby. He started 15th up to 7th in this race. Matthew Casey, the other Indiana Humane Services car, running P8 right now, started 6th in this race. Right behind him, there's Matt Houston, the 66 car. Matt, a broadcaster himself, doing some stuff, I believe. I just said stuff 3 times in one sentence. And I went to school for this. Craig Forsyth came out in 10th here out of the pits here. He's got the freshest tires, and he went 33 laps, which might be something to mark down later. If this race goes green the rest of the way, 33 times 3 is 99. Can he save a lap of fuel? We'll have to watch that closely. Colby Wells running in the 11th position. Started 16th. Colby doing a great job. And the Pendleton, Indiana driver. I about said Pemberton for some reason. Pendleton, Indiana driver. Jim Eric running in the 12th position. I have to ask a question. Something I thought about earlier this week. And I should ask this because every Indiana town has one of these. So I got to know. Pendleton, Indiana, does it have a Pizza King? Can you tell I love food? But I'm serious about the question. Does it have a Pizza King? Every Indiana town has a Pizza King. Dan Morero running in the 13th position as... Who's that on pit road? Oh, it's the admin. Oh, okay, that's Lewis on pit road. Dan Morero running 13th right now on the lead lap. He is, telemetry-wise, 30 seconds behind the leader. Sean Stevens did an awesome job singing back home in Indiana. Made me feel like I was back again. Running in the 14th position is Sean. Gary Gonzo, that 51 car. Going to be in the booth with me next week at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. He's running 15th. Brad Haldane, the Canadian driver, running 16th there in the 39. Robert Sadler, he is on the edge of the lead lap, I believe. Nope, he is a lap down in the 17th position. If I look to the left, I'll see that answer. Mary McDaniel, unfortunately, see? Every city in Indiana has a Pizza King. I'm telling you, it's kind of weird. Oh, that's tight. Marion running in the 18th position, and Joe Fierro in 19th. Chris Lewis on pit road, so that's the field right there. We've been through them all. That lead is pulled away, by the way, 5.2 seconds from Ravon to Altania. But we have a battle here, I believe, for third. We're going to have to watch here closely with Gold and Morrison. Actually, I got to be honest with you. There's a Waffle House. Is it the same Waffle House as the South, though? Because Kokomo has a Waffle House that was totally different than a Waffle House down here. As a matter of fact, their sign and everything was a whole nother color. But Waffle House is some good eating, especially in the South. Don't know about up there. It's kind of interesting because I make the joke about every Indiana town has a Pizza King. But I got to remember the town I was in one day. Here I get to pull out the map again while I'm talking to you guys, as we're 42 laps in. And for those who are listening, I lived in Lafayette for 3 years and in Kokomo for 2 years. This was back from 2010 to 2015. I'm going to go up here to the great state of Indiana. I'm going to look up this little town. I did a radio broadcast there one day. And when I tell you the town, I'm going to tell you what was in it. So I remember going down, where's Lafayette? There it is, 52, all the way down here. Yep, through there, yep. I want to say it was Petersburg is where I did the broadcast at. So I pull into Petersburg. There's a Dollar General, because every random spot you find in America is a Dollar General. There was a firehouse across the street from the Dollar General, which is, by the way, where I was doing a broadcast at. Oh, don't get close to that wall there, Alex. And right next to, or right across the street from the Dollar General, next to the firehouse, was a Subway. That was the town. That was it. I was like, what? Huh. Yeah, if you come down south here, there's Waffle Houses on every corner. You'll see the big old yellow sign that says Waffle House. You can't miss it. We got a fight back here. Let's go 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Look at this battle. Riding with Matt Houston. Mr. Steady Eddie here. You know, it's crazy. The corners here at Indianapolis bank 12 degrees. I drove my car on this track once as part of the media tour. That 12 degrees does not look steep. But I could feel my car just being pulled down the track as I'm in the middle of the corner. And I'm just like, man, this is nuts. But this 4-car battle here, this is 7th, 8th, 9th. Actually, it's only 7th, 8th, and 9th. There's one other car there in the battle also. Two Mats and then Joe Fierro, who's a lap down the California driver there. It was a beautiful town. It reminded me of a scene from Twister. I hate to use that term. And I don't mean that for the sake of like tornadoes and stuff, but just... That was just my first picture. Oh, somebody's coming to pit road here. Oh, that's a little early for pit stops. It's Mary McDaniels. He's off cycle right now from his accident earlier in the race. As we're just about the halfway, 46 laps in. Again, you're watching the Indiana Humane Services 250 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Captain TV. Appreciate the 26 viewers I think I've seen so far in this race. But, of course, brought to you by Indiana Humane Services. They fund thousands of spay and neuter surgeries every year to animals in need with the goal of making Indiana a zero-kill state. They partnered with over 300 animal shelters and rescues across the state, providing them with free spay or neuter services for animals in their care. These surgeries address the root cause of the shelter overpopulation and helped prevent the euthanasia of adoptable cats and dogs. Indiana Humane Services funded through the pet-friendly license plate and generous donations. Every penny goes to save surgeries. Now, if you're not in Indiana, If your state has a pet-friendly plate, you can save lives every time you drive. As you look at the past 4 position there, Weatherby losing a spot to Casey. Matthew trying to clear him. And the one thing I didn't get a chance to share with you guys, I have it on the screen here. I'm going to get the updated one here in just a minute, but just go through some donations that have been to the Indiana Humane Services throughout the season here as of tonight. Matthew Casey and Trista Gray, $50 donation. Janet Herrick, $25. Raceverse, which is the Houston family, $25. Chris Lewis, the admin, $110. 60 for the shirts plus an additional $50 he has donated. I myself have donated $40 to the series. I donated in last race and this week's fees over to this awesome organization there. Jim Herrick, $60, also purchased a Indiana pet-friendly plate. I have the photo. I'm not able to get it for you. If I get a chance to, I'll try to grab it maybe under caution or something like that for you. And Rob Barty, $20. And I believe there's a couple other names. I'll get those guys for you here in just a minute, because Jim was telling me before the broadcast, he, Sherry, you didn't hear this. He twisted a few arms to get some money. Just going to throw that out there. So, some great racing here at Indianapolis halfway. Next time by. Want to take an opportunity also for you to check out the T-shirts here. I got to resize them on the screen, but I'll get to that here in a second. Some things I didn't get to, unfortunately, before the race. Was in a little bit of a rush. Here's what I'll do real quickly. I can resize it in person. Live TV, gotta love it. Give me a second, I'm working on it. There we go. The T-shirts for you to check out. You can check it out at lmcgear.com. I usually get a link on the bottom of the website. I didn't get a chance to do that here. But you can check out the T-shirts. You can contact Chris Lewis. I knew I was going to do that once. Or, of course, Jim Herrick. And get yourself a T-shirt. Some awesome shirts. All the sponsorships there with lmcgear.com and more. So make sure you do get yourself a T-shirt as Sean Stevens on pit road. Also got, as we're in the middle of a green flag run here, is some great racing going on here, trying to get you some battles and stuff on the track here. This has been the best fight. Let's go back here. Colby Wells and Forsyth here. These guys are about a second apart. Jim Herrick, he's starting to kind of come under attack from Dan Morera. Got an opportunity also here to show you some of the animals of the league. This is Ree, of course, from the Indiana Humane Services. Her dog being kind of chilling a little bit, I'd say, or maybe as lazy as I am sometimes. I definitely know how that dog feels sometimes. Cool there. Alex Van de Sant, the cats. Really cool photo here. Matt Houston. Cat's actually paying attention. Hey, I want a photo. Look, Ma. And then another cool photo here of Matt's cats. Everybody stand. I feel like I'm doing the America's Funniest Home Videos. Some photos there for some of the animals there that the drivers have in the series. And even Ree there showing off the dog in the photo. That's a really cool deal. So should be coming up on more pit stops here in the very near future. Let's go up here to the leader, Rick. This guy has just run away with this thing so far. Ravon has a 5.9 second lead. Let's take a look now at the pit strategy. So the yellow is how far the drivers went on the last strategy. And then the blue is how many laps they've gone currently. As you see Casey go by Weatherby, who's coming to pit road. Nick Weatherby was the first one in last time, the first one in this time. Thank you, Sherry. And that's the lmcgear.com, right? Website. Lightweight motorcycle camping gear. Just want to make sure I get that right. But yeah, 2 colors available, gray and white. Jim and the guys there do a great job. I've been checking out some of this stuff there too, just to learn a little bit. Weatherby pulls away. We'll see where he cycles back out. What's a smothered covered with toast? I gotta ask that one. Is that a? I've never heard of that one. Thanks for watching, Jeremy. Appreciate it. So Weatherby comes out in the 15th spot right now. So we'll have to see how that transpires here. That was at lap 55. Just doing math in my head here. 30. That gets you to 85, which gets you 15 to the finish. So Julian Altania trying with the 31 here. How much he's getting out of the throttle since he's out here in clean air. A little bit of a downshift. Probably got to throttle just a little bit. You know what, Cheryl? Let me work on that. I'll do it right now. I can actually do it on my other computer, or on my other. Stand by 1 second. You would think I'm good at the whole multitasking thing. All right, Colin Evans coming to pit road. That slow ride. Imagine going from like 200 mile an hour or 220 down to 50 or 60, I think is the speed limit. Cohen is on pit road. And Cohen pulls away here. See Gonzo getting past here as we got more cars on pit road. Van de Sande on pit road. Dan Marrera on pit road. There's the birthday boy. See, what helps is Jim always sends me this prep each week for the race, and I'm deeply grateful. I'm all about prep. That's kind of how I grew up with, you know, the whole radio thing. You can never be fully prepared for something. So pit stops complete for those guys. I know he sent me the link to the website before, so I'm going to get it for you as we look at Ravon's on pit road. Four tires and fuel, and he continues on. Got into his pit stop smooth and a lot better stop there. There's the link right there. As Julian Altania comes to pit road from the second position at lap 61. So if anybody can get to lap 67, that is going to be a key number for this race, because that pretty much will tell me that person can likely get to the finish on fuel. All right, if you hit the reload button on the screen, you will see the link down at the bottom. It should be there now. I mean, it might just show up. I'm not sure. That's something I haven't seen before. Now, tomorrow night, I'm not one that promotes. I mean, I'll promote the other leagues I broadcast for and stuff, but I don't do it to try to yank people from other series to other series and stuff because, I mean, it's just rude to do. But I will promote this for the sake of it involves our sponsor in this race. Tomorrow night, I run in a league on Tuesday nights. Excuse me, a truck series called ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Tomorrow night is our league finale at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Now, I've just kind of been in this league since the middle of their season, so I'm not running for any championships or anything. But I'm on a team with a guy running for a championship. But also tomorrow night, as part of this, I have decided, and I talked to my owner of the team over there, and they are allowing me to do this. I talked to Jim Herrick, and we actually surprised Ree with it off the air. But I am going to run an Indiana Humane Services truck tomorrow night in the finale. So if you want to come over and cheer on the Indiana Humane Services Toyota, look up Max Speed TV after the race, and you can find the link there to their broadcast that you can watch the race tomorrow night and cheer me on as I'm in the truck racing. So just want to throw that out there. So if you want to continue to cheer on Indiana Humane Services, I'm honored, and it's more of a pleasure to have them on the truck tomorrow night. So gonna try to get a W for it. How cool would that be? So Thomas Gold on pit road now. That's going to hand Isaac Morris the lead. Remember, lap 67 is the lap I mentioned. So we're at 64 now, so these guys you're seeing pitting are not going to make it on fuel. So 9.9 for Gold. And here comes Isaac to pit road, lap 64. The one car we need to watch is Forsyth because he's the one that went to lap 33 earlier, which he wouldn't have to go as far. Oh, dancers. I'm like, what was that? I was looking at Emma's photo. I'm like, are those dancers? Or it looks like chickens from far away because it's like so small on my phone. I use my phone for the talking on the chat. So Morris, Casey on pit road. Also, Fierro's on pit road there. You see him on the right side running 14th. Morris pulls away. So another key point in this race, I mentioned Forsyth. Ravon has actually gone around Forsyth. He has stayed ahead of him. So that is going to be huge when it comes to that pit stop now because pretty much Craig is going to need to get to Rick to get the lead and stay out on fuel, that extra stop. So right now, Craig is kind of in a spot where he's just got to push hard. As a matter of fact, Craig comes to pit road now. Lap 66, Matt Houston also on pit road. That will cycle everybody back around. Matt Houston led just a little bit there, but the lead going to cycle all the way back around to everybody. Matt pulls away 11.2, kind of slow there on that race verse car. Been clean and green the first 67 laps here, 2/3 of the way in. This Indiana Humane Services 250, and there's your leader now. Start eating ice cream on pit road. 80-degree weather. That's perfect ice cream weather, if you ask me. So the lead has actually shrunk a little bit, I believe, from that pit stop. 6.2 seconds now. And we got a new third-place runner. Alex Vandesant, the birthday boy. Up to third now. Cohen Evans all the way up to fourth from 17th. And Thomas Gold up to fifth. Let's check in on the birthday boy here, see how he's doing. Alex doing a great job running in the third position here, 15 seconds back. I want to jump back behind here because we have a battle on our hands for fourth. Cohen Evans and Thomas Gold. Gold has been one of the faster cars, working his way up here. Hear him kind of throttling just a little bit. He's in that dirty air, that turbulent air as they like to call it. See what kind of speeds they're running out here. Pete Thomas 2:14 right now. All right, Cheryl. All you got to do is click that link down below and donate to the Indiana Humane Services. All right, $15. That's still good. We appreciate that. That's what they call fat fingering a button. Or I call it button happy. You can call it so many terms. I saw 227, I believe, over there, turn 3. So they come up the south section right next to Georgetown Road. Wait. 16th Street, Georgetown Road goes across. That's right. No, 16th goes across. I get those roads mixed up. Georgetown's the one that goes down the front straightaway. Got the golf course on both sides, a Brickyard crossing. Down here to turn 3. The Snake Pits over on the left-hand side there, big concert venue. And a couple of the Indy 500s I watched. There's a building to the left here over in turn 4. The Miller Lite Party Deck. I got the pleasure of being up there a couple times watching the race and having a good time. That's where I actually watched Hildebrand hit the wall in 4, and I was like, oh, that's not supposed to happen. Oh, look out now. Firehouse Subs, good eating there. Some good people there too. Do what they do for to help out firefighters. All of our heroes there. You take out the onions, I'll eat that. When I go to Waffle House, I get the Grand Slam, period. Or no, that's Denny's. The All-Star is Waffle House. Got to go big or go home. Cheesy grits, cheesy potatoes, game over. Speaking of game over, Rick Ravon is looking to put this game over here. I know me being a former Indiana resident, I've heard this joke mentioned before, and I'm sure people have heard it here. We hope that Rick does not pull a Schechter. And if you don't know what that means, you go back, I forget the year, Thomas Schechter, it's probably the early 2000s if I remember correctly, led like every lap in the Indy 500. And he comes off turn 4 with like 25 laps to go and puts it in the wall. And I guess there's been a joke ever since then. So let's hope Rick doesn't pull a Schechter. Been clean and green all 75 laps. That's another amazing part here. You can tell these guys have practiced a ton. Let's jump back here. Starting to get a fight here. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Or 4th, 5th, and 6th, sorry. Cohen Evans, Thomas Gold, Isaac Morris. Those 3 in the shot here. Let's test something out. I haven't done this one yet. Let's switch over to top speeds. Look at that, 230, look at 240 mile an hour, Jim Herrick. Now, I believe that top speed is actually the last lap. So Jim must have had a pretty big toe behind somebody. See what this time, 227, I see 234. Yeah, 234, 236, Marion McDaniels. There you see the last laps by. Fastest car on the track last time by was actually this guy right here, Colby Wells, back in the 9th position out here in the clean air, 41.9. The only other 41.9 was absolutely the leader. As Fierro looks like going to take his car behind the wall. Joe Fierro. He and Sean Stun, no, maybe not. The out button has come back off the screen, but Sean Stevens has taken his car behind the wall. Unfortunate there. Let's go back to the fight now for third. This is getting real close. Oh, I had it right. I'm sorry. I was clicked on the right one there. You see it down to a 10th here. Isaac Morris working on Thomas Gold. You see how it was 2.5 back, or 1.1 back at lap 72, all the way down to 2.5 or 0.2 at lap 77 here. As Dan Marrero makes his final pit stop of the race. And that, let's go ahead and check that out right now with the pit strategy here. You see the stints everybody has done in this race. We'll see if anybody short fills. Meanwhile, watching Alex Van de Sant, Cohen Evans, 2 cars behind there. The Forsyth separating the two. Forsyth a lap down in 12th. And here we go with the cycle. The last pit stops of the day. Nick Weatherby starting that cycle, and this is the first short fill, actually. This is only, what, 15 laps? Tires and fuel shouldn't take long on pit road here because of the short fill. Yeah, still 9.2. Yeah, no kidding, right? It's got to be tough on the racetracks not having, especially a race like this weekend. A track that fits, what, over 300,000 people when it's all over with the grandstands at 250 and then obviously everybody else in the track. I mean, what, over 300,000 people probably at that track this weekend, and unfortunately you're going to see less than 1,000 because of an unfortunate thing. How about Marco winning the pole, too? How cool. In iRacing, we call it bump drafting in NASCAR, too. That's what that was right there. I thought that might be Rick, but it wasn't. Didn't see who that was actually making that move, but that was interesting maneuvering there. And I'm trying to get you all the coverage possible, too. You know, with all the passes and things and all the good racing here. We still got this battle here we'll go back to. Oh, this is where the pushing was going on just a second ago. You know, hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I'm a one-man show, literally. Home of the one-man show. I'm the guy that talks. I'm the director. I'm the camera guy. I'm the coffee runner. I'm the go-getter. If you hit refresh, Jennifer, if you haven't already, it's going to be down in the info, right? Just a little bit down on the page. You'll see where the info about the race, and then there should be a link there for you. If you haven't refreshed. If you have, then... Waiting to see if any of these guys pop out, trying to take the position away here. Not able to do so. Let's jump up a position. Here we go. See Sector 1. Morris just a little bit faster in that draft. On board with Isaac. Oh, he's saving some fuel. Listen, he's not in the throttle all the way, running fourth gear around here. Cohen Evans on pit road. We'll have to keep an eye on this strategy here from Isaac. The point leader is in. 8-second stop, real quick there. Godso on pit road. Alex Van de Sant to pit road. The third place car. The birthday boy. Matt Casey coming to pit road back there also, along with Colby Wells. All these guys getting tires and fuel for the final time unless we get a caution. We haven't seen one yet, and I'm not going to wish one. I'm not that kind of guy. So when do the leaders come to pit road? I'm going to cut back here to Isaac again. Listen really closely to Isaac on the throttle here. I'm going to shut up and let you guys listen. Look at the speed over on the right-hand side of Isaac. About 209 mile an hour. He is definitely saving fuel, I believe. Is Isaac going to try to sneak one here? He's too far back to win the thing, I think. We shall have to see as Rick Ravon to pit road, the Dominator. Here he comes. $60-mile-an-hour speed limit. .9, and he pulls away. Saltania's already been on pit road himself. And that leaves Isaac Morris now up in the second position, 4 seconds back. So that just shows you right there the delta on pit road. Giving Rick the lead. Final pit stop done. Now all you got to do is run 44 corners. 11 laps. And the trophy will go to this man. Now, this could be a big points deal right here for Isaac. We're going to have to keep an eye on this because right now Isaac is set to gain points on Cohen. Also have to watch Thomas Gold here as he's off the pace a little bit there. Julian had to cut to the bottom and make the pass. So could we say in some fuel saving from Thomas Gold? It's going to be tough to go more than almost 35 laps, I think, on some of this. Some of these strategies we're seeing from the guys in the front here. You're looking at potentially 35 laps from Isaac Morris on his tank. You're looking at, that's pretty much it. Thomas Gold's going to have to go, if he goes all the way, 36 laps on a tank. As you see, Altania going to second. And Jim back in the 13th position right now. Let's cut back to, there he is. Jim coming down the front straightaway here. The yard of bricks. All right, Thomas Gold has come to pit road, so that if he was doing a fuel strategy, that has gone bye-bye. Him and Matt Houston both on pit road. Ooh, Houston overshot his pit stall a little bit there. Going to cost him a lot of time. 8 seconds on pit road. He gets in and out of there, but going to lose some time here at 230 mile an hour. That's a lot of space in a short time. And Van der Sant going to go by Morris now. 4th position. Morris just pulls over. And now Cohen Evans is right behind him. So that whole points deal, that's going to go out the window here in a second. Because Isaac is about to lose 4th to Cohen Evans and is going to start losing points here. This is going to be crucial for that battle for the championship. And Isaac, he's like, I can't hold on anymore. This is going to be crucial. I think this is going to hurt Isaac more than anything. Morris is going to at least come out probably in the 9th or 10th position, which is going to be tough. But he's going to have 4 tires. He's going to be able to dig, but not a lot of time to get in 5 laps. And he's going to lose 10th to Dan Marrera. He's going to come out in 11th. It looks like maybe 12th if Herrick can get to him here. I think he's going to get him with momentum here. Let's see. It's going to be tight. So Isaac was able to get away, and he should be able to drive away now with the fresher tires. Oh, Herrick in the wall. He kind of got it there. Gets out of the way of Altania. Lets him go by. We look from the blimp, looking down at the leader. No, thank you, guys. Ravon coming off turn 4. Down the front straightaway. We'll lose him here for a second with the pagoda. There you go. Out the south end of the track into turn 2. coming back up the north stretch. That right there from the blimp, looking down. 3 laps to go. And what has been an awesome caution-free race. Unbelievable. Kudos to everybody in this race. There's Matthew Casey trying to hold off Colby Wells for 5th. Isaac Morris up to the 10th position. He has made a pass on Forsyth and now is starting to work his way up, or working his way to Forsyth, I should say. He's got by Morera. Going to try to go by Forsyth here. He's trying to get what positions he can here with the fresh tires. Trying to minimize the penalty he's going to have on points here. Oh, trouble! And Isaac's in it!
Caution's out.
Caution is out!
Hey man, your mic sounds like it's a little far away from
And forgive me, my spotter's on.
Please.
I forgot to turn them off. Oh my gosh! Thomas Gold and Isaac. And this race, I don't think, is over. Let's go. Here's, you saw right on the screen there what happened. And for the first time, there's Direct right there. That's Thomas going tumbling. Oh my gosh. For the first time in the 4 weeks of coverage, and look at, hey, you see that Mary McDaniel, I thought that was Cohen going through the grass. For the first time in 4 weeks, we have caution on the speedway in a race. And Isaac Morris involved. All right, so I'm one that likes to warn in advance. If you're one that has a weak stomach, you might want to turn your head for a second. Not sure here where the wreck's going to happen. I'm trying to catch it here for you guys. Sorry, I'm still learning the whole instant replay thing on this new thing. Alright, let's jump ahead to it here real quickly. I'm trying to find it for you guys, and I apologize. Alright, there's the wreck right there. There's Thomas. And he stuck the landing like a pro. All right. So here the cars are. A 9.5 voters say. All right. Thomas Gold leads the pack on that one. Unfortunately, he's the only car that's, well, as of right now, going to get that rating. Oh, man. What a race it has been. First caution with 2 laps to go. Thomas Gold just gets a little loose, and unfortunately, Isaac goes with him. And we did see some pit stops. Alex Van de Sant came to pit road. I believe Cohen Evans came to pit road. We are going to see some fresh tires here. Going to go to work. Also, Nick Weatherby came to pit road. I'm going to jump over to my broadcast room over here. Let's see, can I find Rick? Let's see if I can talk to Rick, but I don't see Rick. Heck, I only see Julian. None of the guys are in Discord. I was going to talk to somebody. Look at them doubling up. So as we come to the green, we have 7 cars on the lead lap. 6 of the 7 are up here in the lead pack. Ravon, Altania, Wells, Casey, Evans, Van de Sant, and Weatherby on the lead lap, but he's starting in the back. I believe he got the wave around, so who is going to win this race? Pace car is in. There he goes. Ravon on it. Got to protect. Oh, a wrecking in the back. Forsyth in it. I believe Jim Herrick's in it. Caution's back out. Another car on its lid. That's Craig Forsyth. Trying to see who these other 2 cars are here. Is that Jim? I can't tell. Maybe if I hit this button, I'll be able to tell you. That was, oh, it's, oh, that can't, was it Isaac again? Oh my gosh. It was Isaac Morris a second time. Somebody's going to need a pint after this race. I hate to say it. Oh, poor Isaac. We'll make this a little easier. I'm just going to hit rewind like this. And here we go. Yeah, it was Isaac. And the other car involved, he went tumbling for a ride. Car didn't go in front there. And this guy, wow, that's Joe Fierro. We're going to back up again, and judges, get your cards out. We're going to vote this one. Trying to see who that is up in front there. That is the 23, I believe, didn't go. All right, voters, get your cards out. Isaac, and Isaac helps him back over. Classy move there. We gave Gold a 9.5 for his flip a second ago. What do we give this one? Yeah, he's going to need a long walk, all right. So cautions breed cautions, and we're not done yet. Who comes to pit road now? We got fuel strategy here. I didn't think about this. Ravon's on pit road. Casey on pit road. Oh, my. Julian Altania is going to go to the lead. Oh, how this has all changed things. Just when you think a race is over, nowhere near. Oh, we got trouble in the back. That's Ravon. Oh, no. What is going on? The man who has dominated the race. He goes to avoid. Wow, he gets ran into by trying to see who that car is there. Oh, Robert Sadler. Oh my gosh. Things have just gone topsy-turvy. The lead is now Julian Altania. They're going to get one to go this time by. I didn't do anything wrong. I just spoke the truth. But real quickly, before they go to green, I want to take care of a couple things here. Let's mention the T-shirts again. The orders have been placed, and you can contact Jim Herrick or Chris Lewis if you want to get one of these awesome-looking T-shirts. $15 plus $2 for shipping. LMCgear.com, which is lightweight motorcycle camping gear.com, is the website. You can check that out. Shirts will be available to ship here August 30th. $2 from each shirt goes to the Indiana Humane Services, of course, the sponsor for today's Indiana Humane Services. $250 at Indianapolis, that is seeing everything go upside down. It wouldn't be 2020 if we didn't have a race like this. The Schechter comment, really? Now, see, Schechter wrecked himself and hit the wall. This guy did nothing wrong, unfortunately. Nothing to do with that. All right, so single file restart this time by Julian Altania. Colin Evans, who started shotgun on the field, is second. Alex Vandesant, the birthday boy's third. Here we go. Cohen tried to get the jump. He might lose second to Alex. Down to turn one, Alex drives it in. Alex not able to get the run down the back straightaway. Who can get the draft? Alex did get the run on the high side. Here he comes. 3 wide for the lead.
Caution.
Oh, and a wreck it again.
Talk to me, good footing up.
I'm not sure who's in it. Yeah, I'm not sure who's in it. We'll have to see if we can find it here. Oh, right. Oh, wow. Somebody got hip checked. Back in the back there. Oh, it's Gary Godso. My broadcast partner for next week. I'm trying to see who that was who hip checked him. Is that the... Looks like the 23 car? That's Jim Herrick. Unfortunate deal there. Brings a third caution out and a third attempt at a green-white checkered. I don't know how many green-white checkers are in this thing, but we might be here all night. Hey, allows me to get another plug in here real quickly. Got the t-shirts covered. As I mentioned, you are watching the Indiana Humane Services 250. Of course, the Indiana Humane Services fund thousands of spay-neutered surgeries, excuse me for a second, every year to animals in need, with the goal for making Indiana a zero-kill state. They are partnered with over 300 animal shelters and rescues across the state, providing them with free spay-neuter services for animals in their care. The surgeries address the root cause of shelter overpopulation and help prevent the euthanasia of adoptable cats and dogs. The Indiana Humane Services is funded through the pet-friendly license plate, and generous donations. Every penny does go to saving surgeries. Now, if you're not in the state of Indiana, like Jonathan Thomas, and you're down in Jacksonville, Florida, you can see if the state of Florida has an Indiana, or not Indiana, but a pet-friendly plate. They obviously don't have an Indiana plate there. And I didn't get to load the photo up here, so I'm just going to drag my internet over here real quick. There's Jim with the plate. Of course, Smart Man covers up his actual ID. Might have to go golfing in Jim's backyard there. Plenty of room back there. But there's Jim Herrick with the license plate, the Indiana Humane Services pet-friendly license plate. Pretty cool deal there. All right, judges in 9.25 for the last flip of whoever that was. Who flipped? Fierro, and a 9.2 or 9 flat for Herrick and the hip check. The Herrick hip check. Did we just come up with a term? All right, Ravon's coming back to pit road here. Oh, who are you guys picking? Does Altania hold on? Does Van Desant on his birthday steal it? Does Cohen Evans put a stamp on the championship with a win at Indy? How about Weatherby? He's up to fourth, the New York driver. I mean, tires-wise, Alex Van Desant has the freshest tires out of the matter of fact. Julian Altania is the only guy without fresh tires right now in this field. Trademark. The Herrick hip check. Awesome. Awesome. Hobart, Indiana. Very cool. I believe that's where he's born, right? Hobart, up there in the northwest section. Hobart's the last town before Gary, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Because I got a story off of that, if that's the truth. And we'll check out some more of the pets here. This is the ones from earlier that I was able to get. I didn't get all the pets, and I apologize. I got as many as I could downloaded here. Of course, Ree Johns' dog there. As a matter of fact, here's what I'll do real quickly, since I have no filter on here. I'll show whatever when it comes to photos and of pets and things like that. But let's I'll bring over Discord here and let you guys see what was posted here. So we'll go through all the photos here. That is Jim with the kitty. Sitting pretty. I guess the cat's name is Inkies. That's where Forsyth said he needs a spotter stand potentially. So no, and here we go. We're going racing. Let's jump back to it. Altania, Van Desant. Evans, let's see, Van Desant going to the outside. Ravon back on pit road. Can Alex cross over? The block, protecting. Alex to the outside with the draft. Here comes Cohen. He's got him clear right now off 4 or off of 3. He's got the draft top from Cohen. Van de Sande to the lead. Final lap in Indianapolis. Cohen Evans trying to get to second, or he is in second, trying to get to the lead. Alex to protect the bottom all the way down to the apron. Is Evans going to clear him? No! 3 wide for third. That's Matt Casey back there. Van de Sande clears Cohen Evans to the stripe. Here they come. Cohen's looking, and at the line, he can't get him. Van de Sande wins Indianapolis. Happy birthday, Alex. Nine 1,000ths of a second. Alex Van de Sande has won the Indiana Humane Services 250. Or 262 and a half. Wow. Get you back to the finish here as they come off of turn 4. Here you go. Let's see how close this is. Wow. See if I can back it up here. I'm going to actually pull up the screen here. We're going to do it this way. There you go. Right up one frame. Bam. There is your finish. Alex Van de Sande has won at Indianapolis and the Art of Bricks. Where's Ann at? Ann, I know you're cheering over here. Where are you at? Oh, that's going to leave a mark, whoever did that. All right, final results. Holy cow. It's saying 7 1,000s here over Cohen Evans. Colby Wells finishes third. Talking about shaking it up. Matthew Casey fourth. Julian Altena fifth. Nick Weatherby gets sixth. Matt Houston seventh. Jim Herrick comes back and gets eighth. Dan Marrera ninth. And Joe Fierro, remember the guy that was tumbling down the front straightaway? He finishes 10th. Rick Ravon, the man who dominated the race, finishes 11th. Brad Haldane 12th. Marion McDaniels 13th. Gary Gonzo 14th. Craig Forsyth 15th. Robert Sadler, Isaac Morris 17th. A 15-place difference. That is going to be huge. Thomas Gold finishing 18th out of those. Sean Stevens actually going to be 19th. And his name's not going to pop up here, I don't think. I haven't figured out how to do that part yet. But, yeah, wow. I've almost lost my voice already. Whoo! Catch my breath. This man is going to be excited. I'm going to guarantee this one right now. What a finish. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that broadcast. I'm catching my breath real quickly before I do the interviews. All right, get this off the screen now. Let's pull Alex down here, up here to me. The man's got to be screaming, Alex Van de Sande. So,
hi there.
First things first. Who is Ann?
That would be my mother.
Well, your mother let me know that today's your birthday. So,
yes, it is.
Happy birthday. You get cake, and you get to drink milk in Victory Lane. You just won Indianapolis.
I did, yeah.
Talk
Oh,
about
man.
how did you do that?
I'm still not sure. Cohen and I were on the exact same strategy. We were the only two to pit on the first caution that we had. So we had the freshest tires. I barely had enough fuel. Like, I ran out in turn one, but man.
Well, the strategy there, obviously, people had to get fuel there, and you had to get tires. You went and got tires on the first green-white checker. How big was that move?
It was big. I was worried that, like, even with the second green-white checker, I wouldn't have enough. I knew that there were going to be like an indefinite amount of them, but I just forgot to plan for it on my last stop. So I got so lucky with being able to pit when I did.
Do you know how close it was?
Like 7 thousandths.
I'm actually putting it on the stream for you right now for you to see you two crossing the line. I mean, I don't know. Actually, I passed it, but I don't know if you remember 1992 or not. But that was one of the closest finishes. You might not have been alive. I don't know. But that was one of the closest
I was
finishes.
not alive.
Okay, good. Good to know. That was one of the closest finishes in Indy 500 history. And, of course, you had to finish a couple years ago with Hornish and all the finishes we've had recently. And you just came across the line 7/1000ths of a second and held off Cohen.
Yeah. I don't know what the record is, but yeah, that's my closest finish in iRacing.
You might have the record.
Yeah.
I'm going to look that up real quickly and get that answer for you. But just talk about, now if you had a couple of seconds, the fact that you have a win at the Brickyard. I mean, people like Foyt, Unser, I'm running out of names here. Top Andretti, Jill DeFerrin, Helio Castroneves, Sam Hornish. All these guys have Indy 500 wins in real life. And this might not be 500 miles, but you just won an IndyCar race on the Brickyard.
Yeah, I mean, it feels as big as 500 miles, but not quite. Yeah, I'm just so happy to get my first win at Indy and in TI. It's been a long season, so I'm just glad to get one in. So.
All right, closest finish in Indy 500 history was that 92 race I mentioned. It was the finish between Allenser Jr. and Scott Goodyear. It was .043 seconds, which is 43/1000ths. So you actually got that.
I'll take it.
So there you go. So congratulations. Alex, send some shout-outs out, and I got to ask, preferred milk?
Whole milk, for sure.
Whole milk?
Yeah, a big shout-out to Samsung Mechanical for sponsoring me for this race. Thank you to Jim and LMCgear.com for running an awesome team. Big shout out to Cohen and Craig for being awesome teammates. Craig did some fuel math for me on that last restart. And thank you guys. This has been an awesome day.
And we expect photos on Discord of milk drinking.
I will do what I can.
Well, hey, happy birthday from all of us. Go celebrate the win at the Brickyard, and congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Chris. See ya.
Alex Van DeSant, the winner at Indianapolis. Unbelievable. Super good guy, too. As we bring up Cohen Evans. Cohen, okay, you finished second by 7/1000ths of a second. So I'm going to ask you the most important question here to figure out the what was more important to you here. Finishing second at Indianapolis, or knowing that you pretty much put a good stamp on the championship by finishing second tonight?
Well, it depends when you ask me that question. Because if you asked me that question coming into this night, I would have been more worried about the points race. But once we got down to the end there and that green-white checkers, I was pretty much just focused on the win, but I couldn't come up with it.
You did everything you could, and let's talk about you, because you started all the way back, probably 19th, I think it was 18th, somewhere in that area, and you just slowly worked your way up through the field, passing cars and good pit stops. Talk about your strategy starting back there.
Well, I didn't mean to start back there. I wanted to I hit the wall both my qualifying lap, so it invalidated both. But the first stint, I was kind of just making my way through the slower cars there, and then for the rest of the race, it was just having good strategy and good pit stops.
And you did everything you had to do, got back to second. Let's talk about that restart because you restarted third. Obviously, Alex had that high line rolling. You went up there and you helped them because obviously you're teammates, and that was a good thing. What could you have done, if anything, different on that final lap to get the run?
If I knew it was going to be that close, I probably would have lifted in 4 there at the end of the last lap just so I could draft more. But I didn't realize I was going to be that close and the draft was going to be that big. And I thought he was just going to pull away pretty easily.
Well, you did a fantastic job, Cohen. You've extended a point lead. Unfortunately, Isaac had a bad night tonight at the end there, and you get a second place run. So great thing on your end. And now you go to Circuit of the Americas, to Canadian Tire Motorsports Park up in Canada next week, and you got a pretty good shot now at hopefully wrapping up that championship, and at least knowing you got away from the oval now.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about this because you never know what's going to happen here. And if you crash, you can lose a ton of points. And I think that almost happened to me last season. But next week, it's going to be bumpy, it's going to be fast, and it's going to be exciting. So we'll see.
Moss Corner. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank LMC Gear and Jim. Go check out lmcgear.com. They've got some great products. I also like to shout out my mom for helping me move into college this past week and month.
And what college would that be?
IUPUI in Indianapolis.
I'll keep it respectful. I won't call it what some people know it as. Just leave it at that. So we'll move on. But hey, good luck there at IUPUI. Great college there. All the Indiana colleges up there in that state are awesome. So best of luck there, Cohen. And congrats on your second place run.
Yeah, thank you.
Cohen Evans, second place run for him. And Colby Wells will give him the Where the Heck Did He Come From award, as Colby Wells gets a third place finish at Indianapolis. Ran, about 8th to 10th pretty much all day. Did your part, and then, the seas parted, and here you are up on the podium all of a sudden.
Yeah, we definitely came out of nowhere, but it felt great. I believe I started somewhere around 16th and just kept working my way up and up and up, and we finally got our spot to get us a good spot.
Talk about the end of that race there, and what were your thoughts knowing that, hey, you know what, I got a shot at this thing?
Yeah, definitely when that final caution came out, I was jumping for joy, but I didn't really think we were gonna have a caution. I thought it was gonna go all the way, and I was just gonna finish 7th. But having a shot at the win definitely felt good. Wish we couldn't have gotten it, but third's all right.
Well, you did a great job this evening, and congratulate you on that top 3 finish. And you get your opportunity to send shout out to whoever you'd like to.
I gotta thank Chris Lewis, Actual Rooftop Bar Tours, TI Racing, Brittany, Landon. Thank you to everybody there at TI Racing. And thank you for putting on the broadcast.
Absolutely, my pleasure as always. So, Colby Wells finishing in the 3rd position in this race. Congratulations to him. Just look and see. I don't see any other drivers in the rooms here, so everybody's pretty much cleared out, it looks like, for the evening. So we're going to wrap it up with that. And, man, what a race that was. I'm still looking at this finish. I'm like, man, how awesome was that? It doesn't get any better than that. As a matter of fact, just for your enjoyment, and I see a couple people have just gotten in, and for the racers' enjoyment, I'm going to take you back here to rate. I'm trying to get to the pass here for. Yep. Let's go right here and let you guys enjoy the battle here. And I'll just kind of talk you guys through it here. Here's Alex. He's getting him and Cohen are battling here. They're all 3 and 4 wide all the way back, 2nd and 3rd. No telling who's going to win this race. You think Cohen's got the run on the outside. They come off of turn 4. Cohen's trying everything he can. And right there, how close it was when it was all over with. Alex, Van de Sant goes to victory lane at the Brickyard. Special thanks to, of course, Indiana Humane Services. You can donate down below. There's a link there on the screen. Make sure you go donate some money to them. Some great people. And that's got to leave a mark. I hate when that happens. But congratulations to Alex and everybody. Fun race. Unfortunately, we did have some cautions at the end, but that just amped up the excitement from a fantastic race when it was all over with. I can't wait to chat with everybody on Discord. It's going to be a lot of fun. But thank you, Indiana Humane Services, for sponsoring the race. Of course, LMCgear.com. Thanks to Jim and Chris for allowing me to be a part of the broadcast, even though it's been some troubles at times with me hauling tail from work, getting back here to get this thing all set up and stuff like that. Viewers, you guys, awesome. I appreciate every one of you guys coming on here, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I enjoy all you guys, and tomorrow night, again, I'll mention it. I'll be driving the Indiana Humane Services truck at Homestead. You can go watch on Max Speed TV. I'll put a link for Jim. I'll let Jim send it all out to you guys so you can come cheer on the truck and stuff and go from there. So otherwise, I'm going to sign off for the evening. I appreciate everybody watching, and congratulations, Alex Van de Sant. You have won here at the Brickyard, and as we always like to say,
still live or not?
And somebody else wants to talk to me, apparently. We're not going off the air yet. Who wants to talk to me? Is that Julian? It is Julian. Julian, hello, sir.
Hello, you're live or...
I am still live, actually. Did you want to say hi to everybody, or?
No. I mean...
We'll talk out here. I'll close out and I'll... But Julian says hi, everyone. So we're...
No, I don't mind talking to the stream, but...
Well, I know you had a rough run, so... we'll talk afterwards here. But let's sign off here. And of course, if somebody gets mad and calls it just a game, as I mentioned, as always, tell them nope, it's iRacing. Congrats, Alex. We'll see you next week at the Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. See ya.